Hey everybody, this is Pastor Megan and I am coming to you from my living room, and I thought because the other video about how to do live streams was so popular that I'd do a follow-up video about what kind of technology you can use to improve the quality of those online videos. The easiest way for a lot of people is to just record yourself with an iPhone. If you're going to record something on an iPhone, my recommendation is that you put it on a tripod. You might not have a tripod that holds a phone around you, but maybe your church has a microphone stand, and for $5 you can get what's called a microphone clip, and it will hold your iPhone. It will eventually break because the $5 clip usually can only take it for about a year before it kind of goes kaput. But there you go, simplest way that you can do it. If you want to have the next best upgrade, because you know how to point and click your phone, you know how to do Facebook Live, the next best thing that you would want to add is good lighting. Good lighting, and this type of lighting allows you to have your iPhone connected to it, and it comes with the tripod. So if you're thinking that you're gonna need the tripod, consider getting something that already has the lighting on it. This one's really lovely. Comes in different colors. For the front of the light, for the filter of the light, I enjoy the orange. Some people enjoy the white. It just kind of depends on what makes you feel pretty, but the whole thing breaks down into this tiny, tiny little bag, and that meant you can take it wherever you want to take it. So if portable is something that works for you, you can take it travel. Also does something really cool, which is that it turns down like this, which is so that you can put something over a tabletop. So when I have done art projects, you can see really up close what's going on with the art project. I can show you what's going on my phone really easily. So it's meant that it can also go over the table. So like if you were doing Bible study and you wanted to point at the book. The next thing you're going to want to get if you are recording with your iPhone is a good microphone. This is a Bluetooth microphone called Smart Mic Plus, and you can just put it on to your outfit. And then when you record yourself, you will use this application and it will adjust your audio for you. The version that I got came with 2 microphones, so you can interview people. Of course, during shelter in place, they're gonna have to be in the same place as you. But the really cool thing that you can do is you can take this attachment and put it on your microphone and talk in the wind while you are outside. And iPhone videos from outside are really hard to do because you hear the wind kind of going on the microphone. So if you have wanted to go somewhere beautiful and record yourself reading the Bible or doing whatever, you can put this on and go outside just like, and then you're outside. And the audio also works with a face mask on. It's that good. So now you know, if you've got a good microphone, you really can take your videos anywhere. Just stay safe while you do it. So here is one of the gadgets that I use. It's called Mevo, and this is the Mevo with the Wi-Fi boost. Also comes with a tripod, which is super useful. This is me using the Mevo camera. It's really perfect for people who are in a congregation where you're the only one who's running the camera and maybe you're leading worship at the same time. They're probably it's just a lot easier and less distracting to use. It also, because it's such a tiny little camera on a tripod, it feels a little less intrusive than having something that looks like more robust camera equipment. The other thing that I like about it personally is that Mevo operates off of the church's Wi-Fi instead of my own cell phone data plan. That was getting really expensive to be the person who was running the live stream all the time when I was using just my phone to be able to do. So I'm controlling the Mevo camera entirely with my iPhone, and that means that the microphone for this is right here, and you can see this green light going up and down is when I talk. You want to make sure that the microphone's not in the yellow or the red level, or it will not sound good to people. It allows me with just one click to zoom in, to make it bigger, or to go back to the full wide speed. It also has options where it will automatically find faces and follow a person who's walking around. Or you can go from the pace of a turtle to a rabbit of how quickly you want those zooms to happen. So anywhere I click, it just becomes a smaller video. And this looks really cool in a live stream if you're going from a wide shot to a close-up shot. But I can just touch it, and it doesn't really take much of my time or attention. If you get really good at it, you can know how it works without even needing to look at it a lot. You still could tell that I'm doing it if you're a professional. Hopefully it's not distracting to the average user. Someone had watched our live stream worship that was just a one phone setup, and they said, I love your live stream, but it feels like I'm just watching the church's security camera. And so this ability to change, to zoom in, to have more options for how people watch things just makes it a little bit homier. I like to use it during the sermon to help people focus on my words by having it just zoom in on me, and then they can't maybe see what my kids are up to. If they're not behaving, it's a really great way to just crop them out of the video. And then I usually expand the video back out when we're singing a hymn or doing something where, like, seeing my cute kids is gonna distract from, I don't know, something else that isn't going well during the live stream of the worship service. For the Mevo, and do a live stream, it gives me a choice of which platforms I want to use. I can go onto Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or some other choices right onto Vimeo if that's a thing that I want to do, or you can record onto the chip that is inside of the video and just edit the video later. So I'm going to choose, if I choose Facebook, it also will let me pick if you have more than one page that you mediate, if you want to do your private page, if you want to do your public page, and which of the public pages you want to put it on. You can simultaneously be on more than one Facebook page at the same time. So if you have a personal pastor page and a church web page, it can simultaneously be on both. It doesn't count the views the same, so it will split the views based on where people worship, and you'll have to do some math later if you want to know the total number of people who have viewed your video. But you can do that. The only thing you can't do is be on Facebook and another platform at the same time, but you could do YouTube and Twitter at the same time. So you can have a countdown clock that shows the whole screen before you are starting your worship. You could add something like this. You could add a logo in the corner. There's a little bit of an extra fee to be able to add some of these extra details, but you can do them. You could add the words of your congregation so that it automatically appears on the screen. That's all kinds of stuff that you can add extra with your Mevo that you can't necessarily do on other platforms. So the other thing that you're able to do is you're able to store your videos. So regardless of how you made your videos, if you did a live stream, they're all saved on your phone. Then if you want to upload them to YouTube, you just say download to your phone, and it will download the video that you just made to your phone, so you can edit it before uploading it, or you could just directly upload it to YouTube. So Zoom is the platform that you would use if you want to have an interactive encounter, if you want people to be able to chat with you. Well, while Facebook Live is going to maybe give you the comments that people post live during your video, and the Mevo, if you're only broadcasting to one social networking site, is going to give you those comments. If you want to be able to have a chat tool where the participants can chat with each other and you're interacting in worship service. If you're not a one-person band and you can't do the whole worship service yourself, if you want other people to help with readings, if you want other people to play the music song, Zoom might be the best for you because you can pop more than one person in and out. difficulty with Zoom is going to be that people have to learn how to use it. You can use Zoom to pop people in and out and then go to Facebook Live or YouTube Live with that YouTube link. And that will mean that people just watch it passively, but you have more than one person who is popping up. You have to pay attention to changes in Facebook and changes in the Zoom setting that they're kind of rapidly updating as more people are using it from home to try to prevent Zoom bombing, which is when someone comes into your worship service and states a lot of really terrible things about race and color and swear words and might be naked. So that's something to think about with your Zoom settings. For me personally, as a worship leader, I find all of the different things you have to do to manage a successful Zoom call, particularly if you have people watching the worship service and they're stressed out about trying to learn how to use a Zoom call and that is distracting them from worship, that it can just be a lot. But heck, when are you gonna get another time to practice other than this? And so if Zoom is in the future of your church, start practicing now. Get through all of the difficulties of learning that so it becomes less and less distracting as you learn how to use the tools of Zoom. Regardless of whatever you choose, I'm so grateful that you are trying. You're taking the time to try to provide the best care you can for people while they shelter in place. Thank you. There is no end to the number of people who will comment about how you could have done it better. There is no end to the people who maybe would have done that if you were at worship in person as well. I hope that I've given you some encouragement to upgrade your technology if you are interested. And the good news is that several of the items that I've shown you are underneath the limit of what you can get with your Thrivent action plans. And I actually have to say a huge thank you to Thrivent because our fancy lighting equipment all came from a Thrivent action grant to be able to provide educational videos like this for congregations and faithful people like you. Thank you, Thrivent. But consider that $250 could buy you some really cool equipment that could really help you out.